Good morning and welcome to another episode of Financial Focus with my friend, my colleague, my financial advisor, Delta Jones Walker. Each month we stop by her new office at 3801 West Ridge Road in Highland, and we talk all things financial, and we are on the cusp of the end of the year 2022, and I need to talk to you. Hi, Delta.
What's going on, Miss Chelsea? You good?
I am good. Happy
good
holidays.
Okay.
See, I wore my little hat for you. I'm trying to be festive.
But we're still in work mode.
Yes, we are. I was going to say,
but
yes.
So everyone is in the office in comfy clothes because we're trying to make sure that we make this work.
Comfy, cute clothes, I might add. But do your disclaimer so we can jump in on all things financial with you.
Okay. So securities and advisory services offered through Woodbury Financial Services, member of FINRA, as well as SIPC. Insurance services through Atled Financial Services Group at 3801 Ridge Road, which is in Highland, Indiana, 46322, which is not affiliated with Woodbury Financial. So you know, I've been on 717.
You've been in Cherville 6 years.
This is our new breed.
Yes.
And we're good.
Yes, and you're looking great, and I know that we're making plans for next year to do the open house. Definitely watching CDC guidelines when it comes to gathering, and a lot of things I'm finding have kind of been downsized. I've even waited to gather with my clients like yourself until we kind of get some more guidance on what's safe. But I'm glad to be here with you. Delta, I have a couple of layers of things going on as far as what you've sent me, what you posted, what we've talked about. And we have started this series about things to do as we close out the year. And today you have a specific focus on investors. And I will be fully transparent. I am no expert in investments. I just know that it's something that I should be doing, and that's why you made sure I was doing it, right?
Exactly.
And I trust you. However, I'm always looking for nuggets of knowledge as an investor to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence when it comes to taking care of my portfolio, maximizing it, getting all of the benefits out of it, filing the taxes appropriately. So you have put together a piece that's called 8 money moves investors should make before the end of the year. So you had me at money moves. I like money moves.
Right.
So let's talk about a few of those and explain to our viewing audience what we as investors or aspiring investors need to do as we close out 2021.
Well, you know, you have a lot of investors that are not only taking care of their households, they're also taking care of their families' households. Their families' households, their mother's households, their in-laws' households, their father's households, their parents' households.
Yeah.
So you want to not only make sure that you have done the right steps for yourself, but you want to make sure that they've done their due diligence as well. Excuse me. And the first case point I want to make sure that has been taken care of is the RMDs. So if you have a family member that is hovering between the 70, 72 age band based on the new laws that they have put in place after the CARES Act, you want to make sure that they have taken care of their RMDs,
which stands for
Required Minimum Distributions.
Required Minimum Distributions. Got it.
So if you do not take the RMD, you will be penalized 50% of what you should have taken. That's a big bite.
Yeah.
Case in point, I had a new client come into the office. His mother had a previous advisor. She did not want to do what the advisor recommended because she didn't quite understand. As a result, the advisor did not reach out to her any longer. She did not take her RMD.
Oh no.
As a result of her not taking the RMD, she was penalized $4,000. So as a result, she had to take out $9,500, of which $4,500 was
went to Uncle Sam.
Yeah, so just make sure, and there's some, you can say there's some wraparound features in regards to the RMD. So listening audience, if you have any questions, because that could be a segment within itself, a long hour segment, just reach out to us here at Atled Financial at 513-3710, and we can walk you through that process.
Sounds good. And what's the age again? Like 70 to 72-ish?
70 and a half to 72.
Okay.
So if you fall within that parameter based on birthdays, and again, I don't want to expound nor elaborate because of the fact that is a presentation within itself. Just give the call to office and we can determine if that is a service need that we need to address.
Sounds good. Now, another one of your tips for our investors like myself, open a Roth individual retirement account.
Yes.
You got me on, you put me on game on that. So talk about what a Roth is.
So a Roth in turn gives you the ability to save dollars, and then when you are at retirement age or 59 and a half, you've been in the program for 5 consecutive years, you're able to take the money out of the program tax-free. So if you put in $5,000 and your portfolio makes $25,000, you are able to take out.
You see me rubbing my hands?
I do.
I got 10 years for that withdrawal.
That withdrawal. So you can take it out tax-free.
Okay.
It doesn't have any RMD restrictions on it. So I really recommend everyone to take advantage of the Roth IRA process.
All right, got that tip number 2. And again, for more information, we're giving you the tips. It's going to be up to all of you who are watching and listening to follow up with Delta. I followed up, so I'm good. Fund a health savings account as a potential investment vehicle.
Because of the fact that a lot of individuals have health insurance, but they have health insurance with high deductibles, the recommendation would be to fund a health savings plan, so that gives you the opportunity, if there is a need for health care, you can use the dollars that you have used in that fund to pay for your high deductions, your health care, your eye care, your medications. So if you have additional dollars, which a lot of people, they just can't figure out what to do. Am I doing the right thing? The recommendation would be to fund a health savings plan.
You know what?
You never thought of that.
Now, I didn't, and you're kind of smart. You must have gone to Howard.
I did.
You know. Our next tip.
The Mecca.
The Mecca. I feel it. I'm just invoking all of it. Invest monetary gifts into life insurance policies for beneficiaries. So we're a part of the holiday season. That makes sense to start thinking financially for gifts versus I want that video game, Auntie.
Well, once again, you can do a gift of $15,000 a year. And so as a result, if you're gifting and the participant that you're gifting to necessarily does not need the gift, you can say, I want to build a legacy, and I can do a monetary gift, which the purchase of life insurance, and you're using the funds that you would normally give to them to pay the premium, is enormous. Wow. That is a gift that you're giving, and it's a tax-free gift.
And it keeps on giving when you talk about legacy.
It is a legacy builder.
So
when you're talking about, I want to have generational wealth, this is a key component. This is a conversation that you need to sit down and have a conversation with your financial advisor and the family members to let them know. This is how we're going to keep our name out here financially to build wealth, as well as to continue to give wealth within our community.
Oh, you really have me smiling, Delta, because this is information that we make so taboo in our families that we don't sit down.
And it doesn't cost a lot.
And it doesn't. And if we're gathering small groups, intimate groups, this is the perfect time to come to the dinner table and kind of have those kind of chats.
Exactly.
Since we're hunkering down again anyway, let's talk dollars and how we're going to save our way and invest our way on out of this. Your next one says tax advantage of tax loss harvesting. What does that mean, Dustin?
So let's suppose, and I'm just going to use this particular stock. It may have done well for some, others it has not.
It's just an example.
It's just an example. And that is with the cannabis stock. So a lot of people want to get that cannabis stock out of their portfolio. They're like, it's really not doing very well. I've invested, I've lost money. You need to speak with your tax consultant to say, hey, I got this stock. We need to do this between now
and December?
In December 30th.
30th, okay.
Okay. What you want to do is you say, look, I got this stock position. It has not done very well for me. As a matter of fact, I've lost. So will it be to my advantage to get rid of the position, and will I be able to do a tax harvest, which is write off some of the loss towards my
What?
tax
Norma, I'm going to
liability.
call you tax
Yes.
harvest.
Tax targets.
Oh, wow, this is some great stuff. If you're just tuning in, make sure you connect with Delta Jones Walker, financial advisor, on these various tips and estate planning, saving, emergency funds. She can help out with all those different things. Another thing on the list of tips, max out tax sheltered accounts.
Okay, your tax shelter accounts being your IRA, your 403B, your 457, your 401k, your SEP, whatever your usage would be for a retirement account. The recommendation is to max out if you have the ability to, because that's tax savings for yourself.
Right. I'm supposed to be writing you a check.
Right.
Gotta throw some money in there before the end of the year. I got it. So noted. All right, I hope you all are paying attention, because the next tip is open a donor advised fund.
Yes. Open a donor advised fund with you being the advised individual. You are advising to the donor, whether it be the Urban League, whether it be Borders.
Grace Beyond Borders, NAACP, YWCA,
It doesn't
go on
matter.
and on.
Boys and Girls Club, whomever. You can in turn give a stock position or a cash position as a result of doing that, and avoid paying the capital gains on the donation that you have given.
What?
If you have a question regarding that, my recommendation would be for you to reach out to Atled Financial at 219-513-3710, and we need to connect you with your attorney as well as your CPA, so that we can have a situation like that to occur and it be beneficial for you.
Again, to me, that's another piece of that whole legacy.
Charitable
your legacy
giving.
in charitable giving, your legacy in family. I love it. And there's one more tip, Delta.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it over here and drop the mic with rebalance your portfolio.
Okay, with the volatility of the markets this last 12 months, 11 months, you want to make sure, you want to revisit to make sure your portfolio is doing just what you want it to do.
Okay.
The normal position is 60% in equity and 40% in bonds. If you have 90% in equity and 10% in bonds, because of the rebalancing that you have done every quarter, it has done so well for you. End result is you want to just have a rebalance to have a 60-40 split. And again, listening audience, if there are any questions or concerns regarding that, because I'm just giving a blanket sentence, please read, not sentence, a statement, please reach out to Atled Financial at 219-513-3710, and we can elaborate on the details.
Yes, and I just recommend that if you have a financial advisor, you need to just touch base before the year is out on all of your issues, all of the things you have going on, to say, am I good going into 2022?
Because at this point you want to do tax planning. You want to just make sure, like last evening I had an appointment with a client and we reached out to her CPA. And as a result of reaching out to the CPA was like, oh, this is a great call. End result, she's going to reach back out to just make sure. So you want to make sure that you have a team of individuals that are working to make sure that you are continuing to expound and build your growth.
Sounds like some amazing advice, of which many tips I will be following up on. Before we get out of here, Delta, I was sharing with you offline that I have been reading a lot, and trending is the hashtag, the Great Resignation.
Oh yes.
Everybody is quitting their jobs. What are you all doing out there? And I get it. We're in a pandemic. People have been staying at home, working from home, spending less. But what would you say to those individuals who have said, I'm fed up, I'm not going back in, they want me to come in, it's dangerous, I want to change job lanes, I want to be at home more, I want to have a baby, I want to raise my children, but there's still that financial thing hanging out there.
Well, Chelsea, one thing people have noted, that they can live on less. And after going through the pandemic, people have utilized their resources. And a lot of people are bartering services, and people are taking advantage of that, which is all phenomenal. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you are paying into some kind of retirement benefit, because it's going to get to a point that you are going to be seasoned in age.
I like how you put that.
And if you have not paid into the Social Security benefit, your dollars will be very minimum.
Okay.
So you need something to offset so that you can continue to live the lifestyle that you are comfortable with in retirement. But if you not put money aside in any kind of retirement vehicle because you are bartering services, which nothing is wrong with, you have lived on less, you have learned to live on less, which nothing again is wrong with. You just want to make sure that you have done your due diligence to make sure that you have ample dollars set aside in your savings. You have dollars prepared if there's a health condition. You have dollars prepared to prepare you for retirement.
I love it. Great stuff.
Yes,
so
it is.
I want to thank you, Delta. We have gone 12 months strong. We haven't missed a month.
We have not missed a month.
And so if you want to go back and watch other tips, go back to the Atled Financial page. You can go to our YouTube page. All of that information is there. Delta is breaking record numbers on YouTube as people continue to go back and find out this information, because it's very important when we just think about our own financial stability, our quality of life, and then that peace of mind.
The peace of mind. And so, listening audience, I want to share with you, follow us on our Twitter, our Facebook, and our LinkedIn. And also, you can go to our website at atledfinancial.com, or you can call us. Again, the telephone number is 219-513-3710, or our toll-free number, which is 800-631-4866, so that we can have an engagement with you, a one-on-one engagement. And the information is strictly confidential, so I don't want you to think, okay, she's going to talk with me, and then she's going to air my information on Facebook.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
That is not the case.
That's right.
And listening audience, please reach out to us, because we're here to help you in this financial concern that you may have.
And as we wrap up, I want to remind you, Delta is licensed in multiple states. So those of you who are watching from afar, you can do phone conferences with her. She does Zoom. I mean, she is really here to help, and I'm so excited that you are in your new space, and 2022 is on the horizon with great things for Atled Financial.
And again, we just, from Atled, Chelsea, thank you for all your work and all your help. We would also like to thank the listening audience for listening in. We would also say Merry Christmas from Atled Financial's team, as well as Happy New Year.
All right, everybody. This has been your Financial Focus with Delta Jones Walker. Everybody have an amazing holiday season, and we'll see you in 2022.
Take care, everyone. Be safe.